Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Say hello, Jamie.
Hello.
Jamie joins me today.
My first video debut.
So the holidays are coming up.
They are.
And nobody wants to gain weight.
Well, especially during the holiday time, right? Because you're going into winter. You're going into a season of people getting sick and gaining weight and...
Not enough sunlight.
Right.
Depression. It's a whole roller coaster effect.
Absolutely.
So people are like, I don't want to gain weight for the holidays, but yet I want to indulge.
Well, it kind of starts with Halloween.
Yes.
Halloween starts, right? And then...
It's just a snowball effect. Thanksgiving, all the holiday parties, the office parties, family parties, get-togethers.
Going out to eat, extra time spent eating.
Yes.
You know, I think socially people socialize around food and drinking, and that's what they do.
Absolutely, but it doesn't stop. And then Christmas happens, and then all of a sudden New Year's Eve, where we really have to celebrate and indulge. So it's just, it doesn't stop. So we're going to give some of our tips for a healthy Thanksgiving. You know, because it's so important to be able to sit down and socialize.
Right.
Have a glass of wine if you want, enjoy, and feel like you're indulging, but still feel good afterwards.
Exactly, because that's a really hard thing, especially for Thanksgiving. Most people take naps after Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
Right? And they nap because they've eaten so much that they don't feel good.
Right. So here are some tips to avoid that, and to feel good, and to hopefully not gain weight. So if you're going out to eat at a family's house, I would suggest you eat before you go. Not right before you go, but what are some things, Jamie, that they can eat during the day? So, of course, have a good breakfast, right?
Always have a good breakfast.
Start off with a good breakfast.
Have a good lunch, too, right? Breakfast and lunch, have something good. Have a sandwich. Have something a little bit more filling. So that when you go to your families for Thanksgiving, there's always appetizers out, right? And you're going to pick, and you're going to pick, and you're going to pick, and then you eat more on top of that when you sit down for the actual dinner part of Thanksgiving.
Right.
So.
Now, I like to have a smoothie before I go out. And, you know, we'll go to friends' houses for dinner, and I'll have a green smoothie before I go, because that's going to fill me up with a lot of nutrients, a lot of raw food, and it's going to force me to not eat as much.
Not eat as much. I think that's the biggest thing about eating before you go to somebody's house for any holiday, for anything, so that you're not as full.
Right.
So you are fuller when you get there.
Now we're saying don't eat at the person's house. That would be disrespectful. However,
don't not eat.
Right. You want to eat, and you're not going to sit there and not eat. So be respectful and eat, but you don't have to eat as much. Now, I think it's crucially important to work out the same day.
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving Day, there's a ton of turkey trots.
Get up in the morning and do something. Do something. Eat breakfast and then go do something. A hike, a walk, a run. Turkey trot.
Turkey trots. They're in every city has a turkey trot going on. You can get onto a 5K. If you're not a runner, walk it. But there's a direct correlation between moving your body, exercising, and eating healthy. It's unnatural to go and do a 3-mile run and then have a piece of chocolate cake, right? You want to eat good afterwards. You want to feel good. You want to eat good. There's a direct correlation with that. So, now, here's another great technique that we like to do. We like to offer to bring a dish.
Right.
If we're going to somebody's house, oh, can I make something? Can I bring something? Because then you have control of all the ingredients that go into it. And then, of course, you have something as a fallback to eat. Okay? I don't think anybody's going to say, no, don't bring a dish, right? We have enough food, right?
Always offer to bring a dish. Bring something that you will enjoy and that you will eat, and something that's a little bit healthier. People do appreciate it as well. You know, of course people want to eat crap and don't want to eat as healthy, but bring veggies, bring a salad, bring something
a bean salad, something
people are going to enjoy.
Something that you trust because you've made it yourself.
Exactly.
Now, with that being said, when you get there to eat lots of veggies. Eat salad, eat lots and lots of veggies. Now, of course, veggies are a great place to hide high-calorie ingredients like butter.
Right. You still have to be careful because you know, you don't know what the ingredients are that were used in that dish.
Right. I mean, like Brussels sprouts.
If you are not making it.
Brussels sprouts can have butter and bacon.
Right.
And you think, oh, I'm eating Brussels sprouts because it's healthy, because it's a low calorie. well, you have added all that fat to it, and it's a high-calorie dish at that point. So, ask questions and say, what's in this, and just ask.
Make good, healthy choices. Make the best healthy choices that you can possibly do.
So, one thing that people don't do is they don't relax when they eat. They like to just keep eating and eating.
They eat fast, right? So you eat super fast. You're eating
Exactly.
as much as you possibly can, and then you don't even know when you're full.
You don't know when
right?
you're full.
You have no idea until you're so super stuffed and full that then you're like, oh my gosh, now I don't feel good because
Why'd
I've
I
just
eat that
eaten
much?
so much.
And then you're like, pumpkin pie? Okay, I'll take one.
Right.
So put your fork down when you eat. Put your fork down, engage in conversation, and then, once you put your fork down, you give your body time to digest the food that's in your mouth.
You might not eat as much too.
You won't eat as much. So you never realize you're full until it's too late,
Right.
until you're lethargic.
Right.
Why'd I eat so much, right? Definitely watch the refined carbohydrates. Things like bread.
Mm-hmm.
Stuffing contains bread. And they're probably putting other things in it, like maybe bacon again, maybe a lot of butter. Maybe cream. Stuffing usually contains eggs, which is going to be very high in calories. So if you're watching your calories, refined carbs like that, and of course desserts, without saying desserts are refined carbs. There's sugar, there's more butter, there's more cream, there's more eggs.
One of the things you might want to think about is actually bringing a healthy dessert, right? Because everybody wants dessert. You want something sweet after you're so full. You always want that sweet thing, and you want to sit around the table and eat dessert with everybody.
Right.
You don't want to sit there and not have anything to eat. So bring something. Make vegan cookies. Make something healthier
From whole grains.
that you can enjoy while everybody's sitting around. Then it satisfies that sweet tooth.
The sweet tooth, and of course fruit.
That you want.
Fruit
right?
Fruit
Bring a
satisfying.
fruit salad.
Absolutely. Now, I like to eat sweet potatoes, not for dessert, but during the course of a Thanksgiving meal, I load up on sweet potatoes. I mean, sweet potatoes have no fat in them. If just a plain baked sweet potato is a great tasting food, good energy, and no fat.
Mashed sweet potatoes,
Mashed
right?
sweet potatoes don't
Mashed
need.
sweet potatoes, you don't even need to put anything in it. Just mash them up, add a little bit of salt, and away you go,
bingo,
right?
you're good to
That's
go.
it. You don't
Yeah.
have to add any butter, cream, sugar, none of that.
Plan to work out the next day. We talked about working out the day of, but put in your mind that, hey, I'm going to work out tomorrow. So I need to be up early. I need to be up at 8 o'clock and go for a run, go to the gym, go to yoga class, figure out what you're going to do. Some people's workout is standing in line for Black Friday. That's not our type of workout.
That's not our workout.
Drink lots of water.
Lots of water.
Don't drink soda. If you're gonna spend the calories on soda, the sugar and soda, you might as well just eat dessert.
Right.
Just have dessert, not a soda.
Don't have soda.
Right.
And don't have juices too, right? Because juices are loaded with calories as well. So
Exactly.
drink water if you're going to drink. And of course, you always want a glass of wine, or you want something alcohol related while you're eating as well.
Right. So let's do a whole section on the best wines and what we like to drink for Thanksgiving and to pair up with a turkey.
Absolutely.
So of course, needless to say, I mean, this goes without saying, if you're cooking yourself, buy a free-range turkey, buy something that was maybe hopefully done at a local farm, go to the farmer's market. The down part is it's all these small farms like to take pre-orders. So chances are, if you're looking a week ahead of time for a turkey,
you're not going to find it.
You're not going to find a local turkey. You might be able to find one at the farmer's market.
Start planning now. Start planning now for Thanksgiving. It's 4 weeks away. You've plenty of time. Ask your local grocery store if they carry local, antibiotic, hormone-free turkeys. Ask a local farmer what they have, or if they know of any place that you can actually get something from.
Go to a farmer's market and ask. Do a Google search online for local turkeys, grass-fed turkeys, something like that, and do lots of veggies. If you're cooking, make the meal focus around veggies. There's so many great fall vegetables like squashes, like butternut
squash. I love to make a pureed butternut squash with a little maple syrup in there. Delicious.
Spaghetti squash, pumpkins, again, sweet potatoes, all different types of potatoes. If you go to the farmer's market, a local farm stand, or to a gourmet store, you can find literally 15 types of potatoes these days. Get creative with potatoes. Now, The russet Burbank, we recommend not eating. That's the one you make for French fries. That's the
Right.
one that's hybridized. That's the high starch.
Are
the high
Yukon potatoes a good choice?
Yukon's a great choice because they're not hybridized like those russet Burbank. The French fry potatoes are hybridized.
Right.
You want more of a natural and heirloom type, and there's tons of heirloom type potatoes out there. Maybe include something like quinoa or some kind of grain dish in your.
Stay away from the white flours, right?
Right.
Stay away from those. Use whole grains.
Use whole grains, but a nice quinoa salad might be nice. Maybe a quinoa corn salad.
Yeah, that sounds delicious, right? Because you always do corn.
Corn's a
Corn's
staple.
good too.
Now I like creamed corn. I'm a big fan of creamed corn, but we don't consume cream, so we make it with coconut milk.
But
still high calorie.
High calories.
But it's a different type. It's a vegan form. It's a vegan dish, and people loved the coconut creamed milk, and it's so easy to make. You basically take some corn, add some frozen corn kernels, or you can cut corn kernels off.
We use an organic corn.
We use an organic, GMO-free, certified, verified corn. And basically what you do is you cook the corn with coconut milk. You can add some spices to it if you want, maybe a touch of cumin, and
it's making me hungry just thinking about it right now. It sounds delicious.
so you take the corn, you cook it in the coconut milk, not for long, 3-4 minutes on a simmer, 5 minutes on a simmer, and then you can puree half of it, all of it, partially pulse it in a food processor or into a blender and make it like creamed corn. It's delicious.